The Internet as we know it started with ARPANET in 1969. The name comes from the acronym for Advanced Research Project Agency and the word network. ARPANET originally had 4 computers connected and was restricted to government use. However, once the Cold War died down, it became available to the public. Nowadays, we have the World Wide Web, which is where the www in an address comes from. Every consumer computer connects to the one internet, which is what allows everyone to connect with everyone else. This interconnectivity has led to many social changes. The direct effect of the internet is that information can be spread faster than ever before. This has also had a direct effect in the form of various interpersonal communication methods, like email and texting, but most prevalently in the form of social media. According to the Pew Research Center, 65% of adults and 74% of internet using adults use at least one social media site, up from just 7% of adults in 2005. According to the same study, 95% of young adults use a social media site. Social media have become leeches on human time. For a site project, we surveyed 260 people, and the average social media usage time per day was 2.68 hours. Extrapolating to the school population as a whole, Lowell alone spends an average of 2.626 million hours of time on social media per year. The ubiquity of the internet has led to strong economic effects with the rise of e-commerce and an increase in globalization. Business is no longer geographically limited by nearby stores or limited by the time a mail order takes to deliver. Trade can flow across a country and even between countries, especially with the digitalization of money. People do not even need to leave their houses to go to their jobs and be productive, known as telecommuting. Personal information and time have also become commodities for e-commerce, with companies profiting off of the sale of personal information to online advertisers. Free apps often include the right to users' personal data in the terms of service. They then sell those to advertisers who pay sites to place ads targeted at specific users based on their personal information. For example, Instagram and Snapchat's terms of service allow them to sell your usage data to advertisers. This and many other issues have led to privacy concerns when using the internet.
The issues of security and privacy on the internet extend beyond social media applications like Instagram and Snapchat. Other independent parties have the power to get a hold of information for which they have not been granted access by means of illegal hacking. Unbeknownst to the owner, private information like personal bank account files and social security numbers can be stolen and used for the benefit of others. While the internet is a great resource for storing and organizing easily accessible information, hacking is a real threat. In fact, the United States government itself has been guilty of hacking and spying on its citizens. Ever since the terrorist attacks on September 11, 2001, there has been a higher level of security in preventing future terrorism. The Snowden leaks in 2013 revealed that the government collects information from innocent citizens in hopes of coming across a piece of information that will prevent a future attack. This has led to a new angle of an age-old debate about what rights the government has in sacrificing individual privacy for national security. Some argue that internet spying violates our rights given in the Fourth Amendment, which reads, "The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated." Does information stored online count as property? What right does the government have to spy on those who have not yet been convicted of any crime? Many moral questions like these have been asked and are open for debate. But aside from controversies surrounding our civil rights, the internet has also had a major effect on how social change is brought about. It has become a medium through which people can directly spread influential messages to wide audiences. An activist group that wants to encourage people to take part in their movement can now inform the public via articles or emails. Its efficiency allows millions of people to view a message very quickly. Mass communication of this magnitude was simply not feasible in days prior. The message can also be as simple as a video that someone has captured on their mobile phone camera of an act of injustice that they witnessed. For example, videos of conflicts with police officers have helped fuel the recent Black Lives Matter movement. When someone sees a message on the internet with which he or she agrees, or which sparks an emotional reaction, he or she will be inclined to take part in enacting change. Lastly, a less profound but no less significant impact of the internet is an overall decrease in physical activity. When people used to be going on walks or playing catch, they are now checking their Instagram feed or updating their Twitter status. This has likely been a factor of the net increase in body weight seen in the last few decades. In conclusion, the internet has had considerable social, economic, and political influence in its few years of existence, and will no doubt continue to have major effects in times yet to come.